What is up, guys, and welcome back to Woody's Clouds. Today I'm bringing you another review from Vaporesso. This one's been sent to me for the purpose of this review. This is the LUXE XR MAX 80 watt pod system. It can run in your direct lung mode or your MTL mode, depending on what you prefer. So yeah, people who know me, this channel is now going to be becoming big, hopefully, fingers crossed, you know how it is. But yeah, essentially there's going to be more reviews daily or weekly. So the people who do know me, they know I love an energy drink. So before we get down in the up and close, should we have a fucking drink? Yeah, why not? So, see you today I've got the Monster Monarch. So quite a well-known drink, as you probably all know. It's the peach and nectarine flavour with some cool little butterfly designs on the can. So let's have a read, shall we? So it says this one is this is blah, blah, blah. There's this theory that something as small as an can't read today. There is a theory that something as small and inconsequential as the flapping of a butterfly wings can be trigger that results in a hurricane. Okay. Monster Monarch, named for the humble butterfly, has a light, subtle flavour with hints of peach and sweet nectarine. You could say it's delicate and not too overpowering, but get ready to experience your own butterfly effect as the Monarch has a full load of the legendary Monster Energy Blend. Unleash the beast. Let's crack it open, shall we? Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's nice. This is a nice, refreshing summer energy drink. What else can I say? Should we pair it with a liquid and see how we get on? So this is the liquid we're going for today. It is a good old Vaping Bogan's Rebel Bogan Pash My Melons. As you all probably know, Vaping Bogan is my idol, a tattoo and everything. Hashtag fangirl. But yeah, so we got this in the XR Max. Let's pair it with the energy drink, see how we go on. Yeah, that goes nicely. That watermelon really does bring out the I say it's watermelon, it's mixed melons, but that really does bring out the nectarine in the drink. That really does nice. That really does it nicely. The drink almost brings out the passion fruit as well. You get the subtle passion fruit like when you're vaping this normally, but you don't get it so much as you do when you do with this. The drink really brings out the passion fruit. But yeah, let's get down to the up and close. Let's have a good old look at the XR Max, see what's what. But before I do that, let's talk about some vape advocacy, shall we? So as you know, YouTube is suppressing vaping. The algorithm is kind of ignoring us, making our videos disappear. So if you could do us all a favour, like the channel, subscribe, turn your notifications on. Let's fight back against YouTube because these bastards can't win forever. Vaping products is helping people get off smoking, and yeah, like it's the biggest thing since, well, it's better than nicotine patches. Who the hell wants to use that shit? So yeah, as I say, turn your notifications on, subscribe to the channel, like our videos, and yeah, let's fight these wankers. Anyway, let's get down to the up and close, and let's have a good old look at the XR Max. I'll see you in a mo. So this is the packaging your LUXE XR Max will come in. So the packaging, you're going to get one direct to lung pod with a 0.2 GTX mesh coil inside. One restricted direct lung pod. Focus. So yeah, oh, there we go. So yeah, one restricted direct lung pod, which is going to have 0.4 mesh GTX coil inside it. So you could run your Nic salts with this ideally. It's a 0.4, so you will be running it a little bit cloudier than usual, but this will be ideal for those people that like the restricted direct lung, mouth to lung vaping type thing. Yeah. Also, you will get a user manual, and you'll also get one Type-C charging cable. Take a look at our mod. So this is the mod you'll get. As I say, it is, well, there's no atomizer currently present on this one, so let me just whack that back on there for you. There we go. So this is your mod. As you see, this one's in a matte black finish. You got minimal branding on the sides here. You got Vaporesso there, and then you got the LUXE logo in a sort of like a, I don't know, like a rainbowy shiny type thing behind like a plastic acrylic casing. And then this is the front of the mod. with your LED screen. You also got side LEDs, and that kind of looks like you can see the board behind that, which looks really, really cool. You've got airflow control on the side here, so you slide this up and down for, obviously, to tighten or loosen off your airflow depending on the way you like it. And then you've also got airflow coming in here. So even if you were to fully close this off, you would still have your airflow coming in here. So if you take the pod off, you've also got the 4-post magnetic grip system. So this is where your pod would sit. This is the 3-post connection, so that's where your atomizer would make connection to your board. Your airflow would come in here. Obviously, like I say, you got the slider up and down there. As far as I can tell, it's supposed to be leak proof. There is a little bit of sweat inside this. Can't really tell on my hands, but yeah, it's not 100% leak proof. Obviously, it will sweat being at bottom airflow, but it's nothing to worry about. You've got the bottom where it says LUXE XR MAX 2800 milliamp hour battery, which is fucking awesome for a device like this. You got Type-C charging, and obviously all your non-recyclable branding, UKCE, and all that bollocks on the bottom there. Let's have a flick through the menu system. So let's wipe your pod back on there. So you have got a menu on here. So if you click this button here 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, even tells you, look, you got up and down buttons here. So you got the smart mode. I keep my smart mode off, but for the purpose of this review, I am going to turn it off. And then it will take you out the menu, which is kind of annoying. So the 3 clicks will actually initiate your wattage up and down, which I think is kind of cool. So it saves it actually going off in your pocket. As you can see, the up and down buttons are here. They're very faint to see on the video, but they are there. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. You can turn, there's your LEDs, so you can also turn those off if for those people that don't actually like LEDs. That's pretty decent. But I am going to leave mine on because I like flashy lights. 2, 3, 4. And then that's your puff clear. So obviously you can clear your puff counter if you wish to. I'm not going to because I've had quite a few puffs off of this, and I do like the fact that you can see that. I've just turned the device off because I'm a cretin. It's not going well. This menu system is very tricky, I will say. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a bit finicky for my liking. But I suppose there'll be people out there going, well, it's not that finicky. So, yeah. And then that's just to exit your menu system. So you've got your battery indicator at the top there, puff counter there, and then your wattage there. I'm going to actually wick the 0.4 pod on this. So let's whack that off for a second. As I say, I've got the 0.4 coil here. I'm going to put a few drops of e-liquid on this. So this is what we call priming the coil. So just a few drops down the center, just like that to start it off. And then a few around here, just like that. There we go. That's all that done. As I say, that's your restricted direct lung pod. To fill these, so let's just whack that in for a second. Hang on. It's a bit finicky. This goes in any way you like, really, which is quite nice. To fill this up, you've got a fill port on the side here. This one is on a swivel as well, so it's quite on the beefier side. You're not exactly going to rip that. And then you've got quite nice big juice openings there to actually fill in there. Again, that's where your airflow would come in. So let's fill this up with some e-liquid and see how we get on with this. Cool. Let's go back up on top. Let's vape on it, and I'll give you guys all my thoughts. And there you have it. That was the up close of the LUXE XR Max. So let's talk some bloody pros and cons. So, bloody hell. Nearly lost the fucking thing. That was great. Cons. Menu system. Tricky and finicky and fiddly. And yeah, I ain't got time for this bollocks. Essentially, there are going to be people out there going, no, it's all fucking fine. You're just being a bit finicky. Yeah, whatever. Don't give a fuck. Doesn't work for me. However, that being said, you aren't going to be accessing that menu system very often, to be totally honest. I mean, unless you're an absolute twonk bag that keeps switching from smart to unsmart, you just leave it in smart mode. You'll be absolutely fine. LEDs, unless you want to turn them off like you're running on battery light, yeah, you're not going to be in it very often, are you? Let's be honest. Other than that, I can't really fault this device any further than that. So yeah, so let's talk some pros, shall we? So pros, for instance, that sleekness of that device. I mean, wow. Yeah, it is bloody glorious, isn't it? Let's be honest. That little shiny shine there, beautiful. The LED screen itself, yeah, it's really nice. So yeah, that's got to be a pro. Airflow, brilliant airflow. Even with the restricted direct lung pod on there, you're not getting too much of a restricted draw. It is still quite nice and loose. And as I say, I've got the Drifter, what is this one? Sweet Blueberry Ice running through this. Yeah, rips like a wet dream. Simple as that. As you can see, there's a lot of vapor production for a device that's now only using restricted direct lung. As I say, it is in 30 watts currently. Oh, sorry, 29 watts. But with the smart features, it will kick you into 30 watts with the 0.4 coil. More pros, Type-C charging, of course, pro. Something I didn't mention up and close, when you're plugging this into charge and your battery's doing all the flashy flash things, it will actually tell you how long you got left to charge. So, for instance, I put this on charge a minute ago, 22 minutes to charge in, like full charge. Yeah, I can't fault that too much. Flavour, that's a GTX coil. We've all seen them with the Target P80s or whatever they were. Yeah, GTX coils, the versatility on them coils is great. You can go from a 0.15 down to a 0.8, maybe even lower. I can't fault it there. This is the TPD compliant version of this device, so the pod is only 2mm. However, I have seen they are doing 5mm pods for the 5mm pods for the restricted direct lung MTL pods, whatever you bloody like. Airflow control. That airflow controller, yeah, it's on the beefier side. It's not fiddly, not at all. Can't really see that, Holland. So yeah, that sliding up and down, I ain't had any issues with that realistically. Leaking, no leak as far as as far as I can tell. As I said, there is a little bit of sweat in there, being a bottom airflow device that will obviously, as you heat it up, and then it obviously then goes back to liquid form. That will sort of just resonate around the pod, but bottom of the pod. But you just give that a wipe every time you're filling it up. LED screen, must admit, guys. Yeah, LED. Can't speak. LED screen, brilliant. LED lights, even better. I love LED lights. Flashy, give it to me. You know what I mean? I'm a bit of a pigeon when it comes to these sort of things. Yeah, rubber plugs. A lot of people will complain that it's not top fill. Oh, I wanted a top fill device. Whatever. You ain't going to have many issues with this, with filling it. I mean, the rubber plug in this is beefy. You ain't going to be snapping out in a hurry. No way. Other than that, I think we're good, guys. So, I'm going to fuck off and do whatever I've got to do. You guys are going to keep on vaping. Stay off the fucking cigarettes, because no. Pick yourself up a vape. I don't care if it's going to be a pod mod or a sub-ohm device, even a rebuildable. Just get yourself a bloody vape and stop fucking smoking. Simple as that. So that'll do me. Have a good day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a fucking good week.